even if we didn't go to hard stop timer,
Tes.
Lee Sin
Asik,
would
kayak kita nobar ya.
ready.
Definitely, right? With that crescent strike stopping that thresh over there as well.
Kita nobar.
The Lee Sin player actually have more option moving forward as well. So containing whatever the Nasus could do, and he had deep meditation. He could dig himself more counter spell if an atrocity is coming down as well. So I think the Lee kind of has it. He could just go for an open attack and just finish off with the Dragon's Kick as well. So the Lee player is just in a good position at that point in time. So I believe the player on the Thresh Nasus is just lacking in terms of the speed of the game.
Yeah, in terms of tools, he definitely got to that late game wherein he had leveled up Thresh. He could threaten a Nasus, but the tempo of the Lee Sin player was so far ahead. He already had a leveled up Zoe. He had Lee Sin already leveled up, and it was on the board, and including that it had overwhelm from the Zenith Blade, and he had a ton of ways to stop the pressure coming in from Nasus Thresh. Right, he got rid of the Thresh that was on the board, and he had Crescent Strike to stop the next Thresh or Nasus from that was gonna come down from the opponent's hand. And he was just so far ahead in terms of tempo. And yeah, you were mentioning that he could just go for an open attack, and not to mention that he already had Bastion in hand as well. So anything that the Nasus Stress player would want to do,
ayo kita
it was going to be
kita nobar
easy
ya.
for the Lee Sin deck to get around it.
Yes, exactly. And guys, so we already had a really exciting top 32 so far, and we will be moving on to a top 16
top 32 sudah selesai. Kita nunggu top 16.
Have a card review coming up for you guys as well.
Oke, ada card review guys.
Caster Habitat for the first time will be joining us on the caster stable. So yes guys, do stay tuned, and we will be back real soon. And it's Moonboy and Zero Infinity blasting off.
Ada reveal kartu baru guys. Dua menit lagi nih kita ada review kartu baru. Kayak championnya di reveal sekarang ya. Makanya dari kemarin championnya nggak di reveal. Oke. Gas, wes ada si Ferry ya. Ada Mas Fari. Mantep banget nih. Ini Indo berapa besar? Ada yang masuk top 16 sudah. Oke.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Empires of the Ascended Seasonal Tournament Playoffs, and we have been to the pick of Targon, and today we are at Shurima. More than 1,000 players have entered the arena last weekend.
Mantap Indo Pride. Ayo kita dukung Indo ya.
My name is Moonboy and I'm joined by my good friend over here, Habitat. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome on board.
Hello, Moonboy. I'm doing fantastic. And yeah, the tournament has been really good. I've seen a lot of plays. I've seen a lot of Nasus Thresh for... Oh, come on, dude. Play other decks. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the top 16. I wonder what decks went through Nasus Thresh. Yeah. So how about you?
Yeah,
how about you, Moonboy?
but
How was the
before we
first?
talk about more Nasus Thresh,
Yeah.
we're just gonna review our very first card of
Oke, dari review kartu baru.
Come up for the next set as well. So let's just jump right into it and see what's in
Nah,
store
lihat
for us.
kartunya. Stonebreaker. Oke, Targon punya ya. Play. Namana 64. Play. If you summon 4+ landmark this game, deal 4 to an enemy and 2 to the enemy nexus. Wow. Wow.
So Heva, what do you think of this card?
Ini benar-benar harus main landmark ya.
It's pushing the landmark archetype really. It's
4
the
2 nggak bisa asal dimainin.
Stat line means it's going to be slapping hard, and it deals 4 when it comes into play and to a unit and deals 2 damage to the Nexus. I mean, I think it's a very good card. What do you think?
Yo, I believe
Namana 64 statsnya kurang untuk statsnya. Tapi untuk kalau untuk main landmark kayaknya masih agak kurang ya. Walaupun dia cuma deal 4 to the enemy, to the nexus. Ya bisa nge-push damage sih, tapi 4
region to begin with.
Targon is becoming every region in Runeterra. It's dealing damage, it's countering spells, and now it's taking a hold of the landmark archetype, where I thought it was going to be Shurima. But let us see. I mean, Targon is
stat nambah dikit harusnya. Ini agak kurang menurutku sih. Epic lagi ya. Tapi menurutku agak kurang. Karena agak susah ya 4+ landmark. 4+ landmark itu sudah ngabisin berapa mana ya. Tapi mungkin apakah landmark yang baru bisa bersaing juga, kita masih belum tahu ya. Kita harus lihat championnya nanti, apakah benar-benar mendukung landmark atau enggak ya.
Like Zilane that just got revealed, and Talia, like these 2 cards actually would be playing a little bit more on this landmarks kind of like archetype, right?
I've been trying to make Talia work for the longest time, and this is probably what probably makes her viable now, especially with the...
Ya berarti Talia kayak lebih cocok dimainin sama Targon ya. Nanti kita lihat dulu landmarknya kayak gimana. Atau mungkin bisa sama Zilean ya. Zilean juga lumayan. Zilean karena dia summon landmark kan, dan landmarknya murah. Camnya Malphite ya bang ya. Sepertinya camnya sih Malphite ya. Karena ini sudah batu-batu semua nih teman-temannya ya.
I think versus against TLC it would fare a lot better because of it. Landmarks usually dodge
gitu sih kayaknya
removals and stuff, but I mean TLC is such a good deck that any strategy that tries to go to the late game gets completely shut down by TLC. Against other decks with mid-range or the more aggressive decks, especially this one and that's on target.
Ini nggak mungkin di deck aggro sih.
Support it, so
kemungkinan besar di deck kontrol mid-range enggak juga ya, karena main landmark nggak bisa main mid-range. Kebanyakan landmark habis ya kalau mid game ya. Pilihan Talia tier A deck.
And talking
Mungkin.
about Moonboy himself,
Tapi kok aku nggak yakin
Timo
kalau tier
earlier
A
is
ya.
gonna clone more of that, what's that called? Hex called
Eh.
Foundry, and just drawing more and more cards and puff you out as fast as possible. Maybe with more addition of like maybe new Shurima kind of like ways to add puff caps. Maybe Timo is gonna be the next big thing. Like trust me, Heva.
Yeah, okay, I'll take your word for it. So, with that card being shown, what decks do you think would can use that type of strategy? Playing landmarks and then burning the opponent's face and units. What deck do you think would sprout out from that card?
Well, maybe Talia, obviously, right? Like having more additional of the same copy of landmark, and this way you could get more and more value.
Mungkin awal-awal nanti bakal banyak yang coba Talia ya. Tapi aku kayak lebih pingin lihat ini Irelia, kayaknya sih mantap sih Irelia ya. Nanti kita lihat deh Irelianya.
A little bit more faster and things like that. Zillion has the tools to do this kind of tricks as well for landmarks. So moving forward, I believe this might be the archetype moving with this kind of card, this new series of cards that just came in, and hopefully we might see a landmark kind of champion moving forward later on in the future as well.
I mean, it could also utilize the Lissandra decks and make a more mid-range type of Lissandra decks. Hopefully, lessening the amount of TLCs on the ladder, so they'd be playing a different kind of Lissandra deck, and we'd be able to actually play on other decks that get shut down by Lissandra. What do you think? The mid-range deck that uses this as board control for Lissandra Shurima? Dude, with the Dracula Inquisitors?
Yeah, I mean, there are more cards there are actually more cards where there are, spawning more ice scroll and things like that, right? So there might be a shift or interest in the ice straw kind of format, but the issue with that particular deck is that the countdown time of 8, right? So if you could find a way, like the new cards that could, lower down the countdown as fast as possible, is to cheat out this thrall, as you said. Lissandra
Avi Sarvan, GG Indo, ya. Kita dukung Indo ya.
And just have tons of 8-8 on the board. And
ini kita nunggu next game ya, top 16 ya.
The Watcher end game as well.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. You have the mid-range strategy, but
tunggu sebentar
when
ya.
everything goes down and you're not mid-ranging him enough, you get to play the Watcher and just win that way. Like a good Lissandra deck. Yeah.
And at the same time, you have like access to things like freezes in Felroy, and not forgetting you also have like right of negation and stuff like that in Shurima as well. So I believe with the right combination of these two of cards for this particular deck, I believe it's gonna be a little bit more scary. But it's just, is it good enough? The always big question is it always good enough to contend with whatever is tier 1 right now?
I mean, it should be good enough, otherwise it's not gonna see play. But I trust the devs in the card, and as far as the cards that were revealed are, I think, good enough to compete and shake up the meta a bit. I saw especially Zillion, dude. Zillion being a 1/4, that big HP is gonna stop a lot of aggro decks in their tracks too. I think it's a lot better than the 2-3 predict unit, because having the ability to predict, having the ability to scry, especially that 1 mana focus spell that scries and -2s the unit, man. People who are not really used to playing card games undermine the ability of scrying and predicting and seeing 3 cards in advance and fixing your draws and getting information ultimately. So yeah, I mean, I believe it's gonna be fine, dude.
Gamer Sampit orang Indo berapa yang lolos? Kayaknya yang aku tahu baru 1 sih. Nanti kita lihat lagi ya.
Yeah, I I mean, Zelane with a 1/4 stat line for 2 mana card is just insane, right? And not forgetting the time bomb actually deal 1 to everything upon cracking. So this way, all right, guys. So we just heard from the broadcaster that we are having a slight technical issue, and we will be moving on to a short break. So do stay tuned. Me, Moonboy, and Habitat will be back later on with this short break. So we'll see you guys real soon, and hopefully everything picks off really, really well. So I hope see you guys real soon. Stay on.
Some call me a prophet, a magician, a mad old hermit. But my eyes have never deceived me, and what I observe troubles me.
Thank you, Bima Prakasa.
I see the same mistakes time and again. But time, like so many things, is a construct, a convention of those who fear Confound it. Where was I?
No facecam kah?
Ah, yes.
Kan lagi nonton ini ya. Kalau ada facecamnya keganggu nanti.
Endeavor to bury the past.
Kalau mau ada facecam bisa sih tuh.
But here's the secret. Fate is also an illusion. Should you find yourself in despair, the solution is simple. Pick another fate.
Wah, Malphite-nya.
For victory comes to those who choose their outcome, not those who let it choose
Gila keren banget nih Relia nih. Oke, akhirnya mau mulai lagi ya. Kita matiin dulu camnya. Masih nunggu 8 menit lagi ternyata ya. Masih lama. Facecam aja bang, biar tahu orangnya, kan nobar. Nggak enak kalau kagak ada facecamnya. Oke. Terus 8 menitnya kita nunggu ngapain ini? Cepet banget 1K kesalip. Hah. Ya. Ngerayain 1000 subs dulu dong sambil nunggu. Gimana? Mau ngerayain gimana? Oh, bentar. Ini. Oke. Gila mantep banget nih. Bentar. Mau download file yang transparan. Tes ya. Kita coba tes ya. Kita edit dulu. Kita tambahin. Bentar. Mau ngetes, bisa nggak? Gak kelihatan, Wih. Ulang. Kita hapus dulu. LC video source ini apa ya? Oh, cancel. Gimana cara masukin stikernya yang baru nih? Sebentar. Loop. Gila, Web. Kita ikuti. Runeterra 21, yes. Si itu masih siapa sih namanya, siapa namanya itu? Yang RRQ itu masih tuh. Anjay power. Ya, Sakirot lolos. stikernya dari Riot kah bang? Yes, dari Riot. Iya. Cing. Cing. nanti stiker in game-nya kita buat ya. Gila. Itu asli RRQ bukan? Timnya AG katanya. Cuma saking suka ya sama RRQ, namanya ganti RRQ. Paling ngeselin stiker punya Bang Upi. Aku sih suka sama stikerku ya. Keren banget, gacha. Cium, cium, cium. Itu sama kayak punya Miss Fortune lagi ya. Bagus banget loh. Gila, luar biasa. Riot sih luar biasa sih. Nanti notif subsnya mau tak ganti pakai stiker itu ya. Piu, 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 piu. Bagus-bagus sih. Aku sih suka bahasa sama punya aku ya. Itu kalau bisa masukin in game, waduh. Punya aku tiap kali mau menang. Ciu. Intronya jadi piu-piu. Abis outplay musuh cocok, yoi. Harusnya masuk dalam in game loh ya, harusnya ya. Aduh. Kalau bisa masuk di in game, udah gila, udah seneng banget ya. Nah, kita coba dulu. Oke. Kita coba edit dulu. Wait, oke. Oke, wait sebentar. Kita upload sendiri dong. Wait, coba kita cek dulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Empires of the Ascended Seasonal Tournament Playoff. And we have more than 1,000 players that entered the arena last Saturday. And we are down to our top 16 players of the tournament. And, you know, after a short technical break, we are back. And my name is Moonboy. I'm joined by my good friend, Havatite. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome on board.
Kok masih ya?
I mean, again.
Oh, ini belum diganti. Nah, kita coba lagi.
Yeah, so Havatite is for the very first time joining us on the caster table. So you know, everybody, let's just welcome him on board. And yo, how does it feel? How does it feel to be part of this new cast, my friend? Are you still there? Okay, he's having a little bit of technical difficulties, but in the meantime, we can communicate with him through our facial visuals. Okay, so like, friend, are you well? Are you excited to be part of the crew? Okay, guys, so you know, we have been through a great top 32 round you know, together with Zero just now. So you know, we have seen like lots of good deck in action, and especially Thresh Nasus is one of the most dominating deck that we have seen. And almost every single game we have seen that deck in
Kok masih belum keganti ya? Gimana caranya?
That deck is put into a great hand, it could be really scary. It could be really scary, and it could, you know, just dominate your opponent.
Cannot, kok nggak bisa ya?
I'm sorry, Hava, we can't hear you at the moment. I think there's just still some technical difficulties going on right now, but I think, you know, we are trying to get it sorted out. And yeah, you know, moving forward, we have, you know, lots of strong players, and I believe still in the line right here we have Adele from Philippines that's still in the tournament right here. And from what we know so far, and I believe
nice. Udah ganti dia. Kita cek yang ini dulu. Nice. Good. This is good. This is good.
Nope, it seems like that's not the case, my friend. So yeah, okay, so let's just jump right into the brackets and see who is still standing among the 32 players coming in today. And these are our top 16, and from Taiwan we're Hester Adele. From the Philippines, that game will be featured up real quick after this. And you know, we're Equiver from Taiwan, and we have
Lucu bener banget loh, gila. Wajar bisa beli turret langsung piu.
And we also seen
AG Daksat kalah, AG udah kalah semua ya.
You know, Vietnam being an uprising region, that is also one of the strongest players are also gonna be at as well. Not forgetting Adele from the Philippines is back once again for the seasonal playoff, having a second place finish.
Bang, translatein casternya, astaga susah ya.
With a vengeance, and he's back with an objective, and that is to take home the crown today. So would Adele be able to take home the crown this week? And it's all down to this round if he is able to pull off a win over here against Hester. And Havatite, is everything fixed right now? Mic check. No. Okay, so he's not ready yet, so you guys gotta deal a little bit more of Moonboy. So hopefully I'm able to entertain.
Ini lagi ada masalah ya. Yang 2 bulan lalu lancar banget loh turningnya. Langsung mulai.
Yeah, so you know, it's gonna be a pressurizing weekend from Adele, right? He has a lot of things on his back, and even though he has already have a spot in the world qualifier, but he really wants to have this win in his back pocket as well. So
Black Adele
in with
Kayaknya Adele ini dijagoin ya. Translatein yang penting-penting bang. Oke. Salah satunya error, harusnya nge-cast sama gua ya.
And we also see him, doing really well in community events and events outside.
Dia masih ngomong yang nggak penting sih.
So, Adele being one
Nanti
of the
dengerin
top
aku aja.
players
Aku juga
to
nge-cast nanti ya.
be watching out for, and with the amount of
Sampai buka nggak nih? Nggak tahu ya. Karena istriku tuh ada janjian sama temennya dan masih sewaktu-waktu kalau disuruh pergi aku langsung pergi. Jadi masih ada waktu, dia bilang sana ada stream dah. Oke, jadi kita nobar dulu sambil nunggu jamnya ya.
And he actually, unfortunately, he actually lost to Hester over here in the top 32 round as well. So that's a little bit unfortunate for Ophia's side of the view as well. So Ophia's
banyak Vietnam ya. FNM ini Vietnam harusnya. SG kalah. PHL itu mana ya? Filipin. EWN Taiwan kah? Gila ya, 2-0 ya menangnya. Wow.
Like just a simple mistake, you could just lose your spot over here in the top 32. And
gila, yang kasih lihat si Adele ya.
That doesn't mean anything because in the playoff it's a clean state. Everybody is an equal at this point in time, and anybody from the top 32 has their chance to win the seasonal championship, and it could be any one of the 16 players that is still in the game right now. So yeah, now looking at the brackets, and let me just take a look at who is still in the game. Okay, currently we only have these 4 players, and we still have additional 8. Is it 8? 12 more players in the lineup as well. So I'm really excited to see who is to come and who qualify for the top 16 rounds. And previously we have also seen Flying Fish actually took the win over Runeterra.
Lama juga mulainya. Iya, ini nggak ngerti, kayak ada masalah ini. Jadi lama dia.
Well, so moving forward, there are lots of as we actually mentioned in the previously before the breaks, right? So we have 2 strategies. Players is probably gonna have 2 strategies moving forward. It's either you play 3 good decks, which is basically your Thresh Nasus, your Lissandra Trundle Control, or any variant of Zoe Aso, or even Dragon Aso like this, or Zoe Lee. So these decks are like top decks in the meta right now in this tournament. And
next match 1:25 PM tuh match habis ini kan. Yes. Harusnya itu yang mau kasih lihat ya. Cuma nggak tahu error di mananya ya.
Decks like Overwhelm coming in for Flying Fish, and also they might have
tuh Moonboy udah dipanggil-panggil tuh sama temennya tuh.
Or even things like Tam Soraka coming in from Runeterra, and Heavatite. Are you back?
Can you hear me, dude? Am I safe?
Yes!
Hello?
We can hear you now, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was attacked by the new card that was revealed. And I finally managed to fight him off. And now we're good. I'm sorry for the delays.
Yes, Heva. So
good?
welcome back. And how are you gonna? What are you gonna expect for this top 16 moving forward?
Top 16, man. We're gonna watch. I think the experienced players have shown up, like Adele, and I think it's unfortunate that Pinpingho wasn't able to make it. He was always one of the top players in the game, and I think that top 32 match where we witnessed the last couple of plays before he got ultimately shut down by 2 Nasus attacking him. That just sealed his fate, man. But of course, the top 16 players, they're top 16 for a reason. So let's see what they're made of. I'm seeing a lot of familiar names, the players I play against ladder on the master rank, and let's see how they shake up. shape up in this seasonal tourney.
Yes, exactly. And you know, moving forward, LR is a card game as well, right? So a little bit of randomness, a little bit of luck would be involved. So at this point in time, it could be anybody's game, as we've seen, you know, great players fell, like players like Ping Ping Ho and of
Nah, kebanyakan ngobrol ya ini ya.
just because, you know, they might be a little bit unlucky with their draws and etc. So, you know, it could happen to any of these 16 players. So all the best to all top 16. And moving forward, you know, it could be anybody's game. Anybody could be crowned champion, even though, you know, you have a really renowned player in the top 16. That doesn't mean it guarantees his championship as well.
Ya.
Yep. Yeah. The though there is randomness on the cards, usually the better player always wins. The better player who gets to decide, the one who makes the fewest mistakes usually win. It's card games are always a battle of playing the most optimal play, playing the correct line, and not you're going to make mistakes. We're human, so just make the least amount, and that should carry you to the finish line. Hopefully.
Yeah, wise words.
List Trundle ada yang make kah? Tadi nggak nonton full match sebelum ini. Sebelum ini sih 2 match belum ada yang pakai ya. Mungkin di ban kali. List Trundle-nya.
So if you guys need a little bit of advice, you guys could just PM Havertide at his social media as well.
Oh, gee,
So yes.
Auto di ban ya
so
sih.
as we prepare, you know, for the next game, we got Adele going up against
Okay, next game Adele.
Who is this opponent? Havertide. Do we have
I can't see it
the
too.
opponent?
I'm checking right now. Who is he playing
HT
against?
Sir. Yeah, so Adele is going up
Okay.
against HT Sir the next game. So, you know, HT Sir took a 9-0 down, or 9-0 Ophias from Thailand.
Wow.
And, you know, it's just
Lawannya menang 9-0 loh di babak awal ya.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Gila, menang 9-0 lawannya si Adele.
So, you know, we got news once again. We are still fixing the bug issue in the client right now. So, we will be going in for a short break once again.
Oke, ada bug jadi
You guys, you know, want to see more Havertide?
jadi lama. Oke. Terus kita ngapain ini?
Do stay tuned, guys. We will be
Coba
back
bersih
with
poin,
more
yuk.
action of the seasonal player for you guys today. So, yeah, do stay tuned. Hang on, and we will be back.
Ya udah kita sambil nunggu kita main dulu deh ya.
Like a watch. Now, when am I?
Kita sambil nunggu kita main dulu deh ya. Komentarnya coachnya gak ngerti apa-apa. Nggak usah di ngertiin deh. Oke, kita ini dulu aja. Kita nge-live stream aja dulu. Kayak ada bug ini, apa ini ya? Turnamen pause. Oke, turnamennya di pause karena ada something. Spend mana in gauntlet or expedition. Oke, kita expedition aja. Wait, kita udah ada menang 2 ya? Oke, deck apa ini? AC Sejuani. Oke lah. Karena dia juga belum selesai ya. Gila. We will be back in 46 minutes. Oh my god. See? Oh my god. Ini suram banget sih. Oh my god. Mau main bola dulu kayaknya. What the hell nunggunya Sivir Darius. Oke.
I write the rules of power. Radeah.
Lumayan Sejuaninya bisa ngehit. Parosan Trapper.
Silly thing.
Sini kita bisa ngehit. Oh, redouble fire valor. Nice. Next kita bisa, kalau ada yang mati kita bisa Radiant Guardian. Oke, this is bad.
Striking looks and stunning wit.
What did we catch?
Kita masih punya Troll Chan.
Over there.
I think this better. Okay. It's okay. Sivir Dariusnya tambah banyak ya. Wow. Attack. Wow. Ini udah tambah 22 everywhere. Tapi nggak mati, it's okay.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Wah gila. Gila dia punya 3 di tangannya gituan. Astaga. Gila nambah 44. Astaga, gila banget ya. Kita bisa ada Task Rider. It's okay. Bisa Task Rider. Okay. Good. Habis ini kita bisa Juani, Battle Fury. Aman. Oke.
Cut him down.
Oke.
Virtue guides me.
Oke.
You own what you take.
Nice. We win. Woo! Pew pew.
We survive.
Pew pew. 34 mana lagi? Oke, Sejuani, Ashe, Fiora pasti enggak. Ashe sudah 2. Oke, kayak kita butuh Sejuani. Piu piu, kita sambil nunggu ya 40 sekian menit. Wait, bentar, kita lihat dulu web view-nya. Kita coba kita tambah. Nah, kita cek dulu ya. Nanti kalau kita bentar, ini kita matiin dulu. Oke. Kita cek dulu. Kita cek, oh gedingnya segitu. Nah, kita cek lagi. Oke. Pas. Tapi susah ya, harus begitu mainnya.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Oke. Masuk 5 damage. Nice. Wow. Kindred Kalista Nasus. Okay. Bang, yang turnamen dari Indo ada nggak? Ada. Gila, panitia akhir zaman. Your nickname is so good.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
Hot on the trail.
Face me.
I'm through waiting.
Wow. Wow. Next kita bisa Radiant Guardian.
You could be so much more.
Wow, nice banget ya ini ya.
Don't be afraid.
I runs in our veins.
This one will do.
Nggak bisa juga. Nggak bisa kita giniin Kalistanya ya. Susah. Oke, kita bisa Radiant Guardian. Terus gimana caranya kita bunuh? Gimana cara kita bunuh Remtok Samannya nih? Kita harus bisa bunuh Remtok Samannya nih. Dia ngebukuin sini, it's okay. Oke. Ini kita udah kalah sih. Like nggak mungkin menang karena ada Kalista dan juga ada ininya. Ini juga dibekuin ntar lagi. Ini udah susah sih.
Runs in our veins.
Kita harus play.
Across the seas and into battle.
Gunanya untuk draw Sejuani. Nanti Sejuaninya bisa kill gampang lah. Sejuaninya bisa nge-kill Kalista, DLL, segala macem. Piu piu. Gak bisa ngeliat kalian doang sih tapi. Tapi kita punya Hearthwind jadi masih oke lah. Wah gila sih. Gila.
Sends chills up my spine.
I pity you.
Hold back the darkness. We feast tonight, Varg.
What is darkness to the unseen? Fall before us.
Gila kartunya dia sih bagus banget sih. Kartunya dia sih gila banget ya, bagus banget.
Pain is nothing.
Wow. Perfect ya. Kartu tangannya dia perfect banget sih. Oke. Kok bisa 3 regen gitu bang? Expedition soalnya.
That was a mistake.
Oke. Battle Furies. Oke, this good. Nah, Mighty Puro 3, kita punya 2 Mighty Puro, mana 6 di double Valor, Sejuani. Kayaknya bisa deh diganti ya. Gila, kita mau nobar malah jadi ini ya. Masih nunggu setengah jam lagi loh. Gila. Oke, AC Anivia lawan AC Sejuani. Troll Chan-nya kita simpan aja. Oke. Ini bisa dikombo. 2, 3, 4. Oke, kita draw Sejuani. Oke, kita bisa make Tiporo.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Oke, kita pas. Oke, kita bisa Lauren Blade Keeper.
I will unite the Freljord.
Soldiers, to me.
Nggak jadi ya. Kita nggak jadi Lauren Blade Keeper karena ada AC. Wah, kalau kayak gini susah ini.
Stand together.
Yeay.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade. Winter take you. Glory unrelenting. Stay back.
Oke. Good. Good kalau dia nggak punya apa-apa ya. Good. Kita masih punya Troll Chan satu lagi sih. Lihat dia 3 mana.
The time is right. Strike now.
Gila, AC-nya ada level up ya. Berat ini AC-nya udah level up.
Save the homestead. Many tribes, one Freljord.
We could use your help.
Kita lihat.
Let fly.
Oke. Kita bisa Sejuani.
Carved from the savage cold.
Oke.
Show them our metal.
The time is right. Strike now.
I'll protect the villages.
Tunggu sebentar. Banget, gak enak.
The calm before the storm.
Avenge me.
Oke. Ini kita bisa taruh Trivarian Glory Seeker. Your strongest ally hit the strongest enemy. Kita lihat dia mau kasih kemana ya.
Show me a target.
Ini pasti tarik ke sini.
Enough stalling.
What? What?
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
What?
Attack. Ride onward.
Oke, kita punya Harswin. Kita punya Sejuani, Fury of the North. Kita punya Harswin.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Swiftly now.
Oh, please.
Continue without me.
I fight for the fallen.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
It's okay.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler. Ice runs in our veins. Born for conquest.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
I refuse.
Oke.
Across the seas and
Kita bisa tas rider. Ini kita bisa bunuh pakai tas rider ya. Rem to aman ya. Karena kita punya Noxiala Arena.
Come on in.
Nah, satu kartu ini harusnya Nggak ada yang bekuin lah. Oke. Ini value-nya banyak banget ya.
To the ice.
Oke, 06.
Let's take this outside.
Watchers will run red!
Auction arenanya bisa ke sini nanti. Oke. Oke. Good one.
You own what you take. We own all we see!
Knocked and ready.
You will be scoured from this land!
Oars down! Weapons up!
If it's a fight they want,
Good.
save the homestead.
The fruits of conquest!
Carve a path.
Oke. Ini hit ini. Oke. Udah kemungkinan menang udah menang sih. Ya kartu tinggal 1, kita masih banyak. Nice, we win. Oke, masih 18 menit lagi. Jadi kita masih bisa arena aja. Demi mendapatkan chestnya. Maktipuro, Battle Fury biarin, Shard Police biarin. Resetnya 3 days. Wow, kita harus selesaiin ya. Win count triple. Wah, ini harus menang 10 kali ya. Oke, Zoe dan Victor. Zoe, Victor. Oke. Kita bisa unscare retriever. Ini sebenarnya bisa diganti sih unscare retriever ini ya. Agak kurang gimana gitu.
I learned my scars. Explosives.
Wah, coba kita waduh. It's okay.
Damn it.
Oke, kita bisa make Tipuro, lalu kita bisa kasih 22. Mending 25 atau 55? Kayak mending 55 overwhelm ya. Karena kita bisa shard polish juga. Nah, kita kasih stiker dulu. Iya. Cuing, yang bisa ngeliat cuma kita. Cuing. Aduh, gak bisa dibawa ke sini sih stikernya. Oke. Bisa kasih ini.
For the honor of my house.
Of the honor of my house. Tapi nggak bisa share polish juga. Tapi nggak apa-apa, paling nggak dia ngaktifin Sejuani. Wow.
Against the law?
Oke, Sejuaninya aktif juga ternyata.
Join the glorious evolution.
The man with the glowing beam.
Electroplating completed.
Gila susah banget. Gila, dapat ini dia. Mau nggak mau harus Radian Guardian. Mau nggak mau ya.
Strike for justice. You're kidding me.
Oke.
Another brilliant design. New materials, new improvements.
Gila, Scout. Lifesteal Scout. Oh my god.
Constellations are stories in the sky.
Metal is perfection.
Berat ya ini ya.
Masterpiece.
Asik. Oh, spell shield. Astaga.
Anything for the right coin.
Spell shield, bro.
May all those who journey find what they seek.
I disapprove.
Scared stiff. Negotiations are over.
Come on, chase!
Your grovel end awaits.
Publish or perish.
Oke.
Yes, of course. Analyzing approach.
Night flowers upon my blade.
Gila susah banget ya.
Genius in action. Another brilliant design. Yes, of course, we must improve. We must evolve. Metalist but focused improvements. Another brilliant design. Genius.
Eh,
Time to work.
Open your eyes. Return anew.
ini udah berat sih. Bento idolaku, hai Bigimi.
Gotcha.
Gila ini udah berat banget sih.
Metal is perfection. Energy
Ini gimana cara bunuhnya coba?
We'll take what we need to survive.
Dia sekali heal 15. Lifesteal, Scout, Spell Shield, Quick Attack, Regeneration. Wow.
Another brilliant design.
Ini sih kita udah kalah sih.
Yes, of course. Ingenious. Analyzing approach. Always forward.
Don't let my size fool you.
Analyzing approach.
You fool! Over there. Be my cat.
Oke, kita sudah kalah. Oke, 9 menit lagi. Ini 14 nggak bisa dikombo sih, tapi ya sudahlah.
Another brilliant design.
RRQ masih main kan bang? Masih.
Genius in action.
Nih kita suren aja deh. Udah nggak mungkin menang juga. Victornya udah kayak gitu ya.
Wounds only make us stronger.
Kita next game aja. Ya kayaknya perlu diganti. Next game kita nunggu 8 menit lagi ya. Renew. Wah, ini dia main late game agak berat juga ya. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Nothing can stop me.
Attack lah dia. Oh nggak attack. Wow. Bisa nggak attack ya?
Back, heretic. Have faith. Today we turn the tide of war. Smell that, Varg? Fear.
Good nih kita bisa Vanguard Cavalry atau
Rip their flesh. Injustice.
kita bisa rem untuk summon.
The calm of an ice-shrouded world. Our ancestors are watching.
Oke.
There's only one true light.
Oke.
Sends chills up my spine. Pain is nothing. Refuse.
Noxus!
Nice. It's okay.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Oke, si Juania masih lagi satu. Kita bisa Minotaur Recogner. Next kita bisa Tusk Rider, terus
Each journey is a discovery.
Anything for the right coin. Ask me about dragons, I just may have an answer.
Sends chills up my spine.
oh, yang di stun sama ya.
Time to work.
I will unite the Freljord.
Wow.
Negotiations are over.
You were misguided.
Ternyata ini kurang bagus di combo bareng ya.
The Demacian soldier is worth 10 foes.
Karena dia ngejarnya yang sama.
Ice runs in our veins.
Terus dia stunnya ini.
Your favorite star.
12 kurang.
Magnificent. Admire me. Something's wrong.
Sends chills up my spine.
Empat dua enam. Oh my god.
We burn, then kindle anew.
Mega 426.
I accept. What is this? No, no.
The frost reveals all to me.
How they
Hari stun. Asolnya tidak bisa bergerak, saudara-saudara. Sapinya makan apa tuh, Bang? Tuh Battle Fury, Tech Heart sama Redouble Valor ya. Naga gak kuat tahan babi. Oh my god. Mau dihancurin, guys.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
The Vanguard stand as one.
Mau dikasih meteor, guys. Tapi nggak bisa juga ya. Gila, dia soulnya turun meteor. Oh tidak.
Ice runs in our veins.
Now they'll pay attention. Time to work.
Believe or burn.
Is this what you seek?
Aduh. Tas ridernya harus di-summon sekarang. Karena kan skill ini.
I know these paths well.
Row, my warriors!
Asalnya harus ditarik sama Minotaur Recogner-nya ya. Nggak bisa nggak. Harus ditarik. Atau kalau ini kita punya apa namanya?
Once was two, now is one.
Siblings once were inseparable.
Kalau kita punya itu enak sebenarnya arena. Kalau kita draw arena ya.
Up my spine.
I do love an audience.
Kalau kita draw arena tuh udah enak banget ya.
Descend upon them.
Come to the light.
You will be scoured from this land!
I protect my own.
Waters will run red!
I'll make this quick.
Don't leave!
Oke. Oh iya, Troll Chan benar juga ya.
My horned fellow.
Benar juga ya. Benar juga, benar juga.
You should stay back, cowards.
Oke.
Ice runs in our veins.
I thought you'd run.
Oke.
My, how they stare.
You own what you take. We own all we see.
Come, dragon, impress me.
War Mother!
To Stardust.
Oke. This is kind of bad ya. Nyimpen mana sih tadi? Oke, sudah mau mulai ini, tapi kita nggak selesai-selesai nih ya. Severely blank. Wow, sebentar ya. Evan Huster pakai severely blank.
With this discount, we take advantage of the value.
Sends chills up my spine.
For additional push as well. So based on H's lineup, it seems like he's really going up against Trundle Lissandra Control, and on Adele's side, he has a TLC as well. So that might be targeted.
Akhirnya mati ya.
So how do you think Adele would be playing out of this one?
I don't know. TLC is such a good deck, and this particular deck, the one we're seeing, it's good.
I am the bulwark against darkness.
Overrun it like the other decks that he's bringing. So maybe
chosen of the sun.
Adele didn't ban LeBlanc Severe, and hopefully he could eke out a win from it. That's the problem. That's the main thing with this type of formats. When your weakest deck, when the one that's targeted and doesn't get a win, doesn't get a win, you're not gonna advance. So you're only as good as your lineup is only as good as your weakest link, your weakest deck.
Yes. So it's gonna be kind of like a little bit uphill battle for Adele, because there's a straight targeted deck that Hichter is going to go for, and over here, you know, based on the mix and ban for both players, I believe, you know, on Hichter's side, the Azir Lucian might be banned, and you know, maybe Adele don't really want to deal with a really aggressive start. But you know, on Adele's side, in my opinion, Hichter might be going in for the ban on the Zoe by Victor, as the deck is kind of a big wild card, and maybe he's not prepared for it, and he might not want to deal with that deck.
Yeah, you're going to ban for sure the Lucian Azir deck, because that type of aggro deck excels versus slower decks. It doesn't it doesn't perform very well against other aggro decks, but against
kita selesaiin ini dulu, langsung kita nonton ya. 14-5. Ini nggak bisa sih, udah susah banget ya. I think we lose sih. Ini aku nggak tahu gimana caranya menang loh. Karena ada dua yang tapi dia malah attack semua ya.
Bask in her radiant blessing. The sun's splendor revealed.
Okay, what can we do now? Kartu dia masih banyak, kartu kita tinggal segini.
We feast tonight, Barg.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
Blessed daylight surrounds you.
Okay, I think we lose ya. Oke, kita langsung nonton aja.
Put enough pressure on TLC. Yeah, that could be the end of Adele, hopefully.
Yeah, so let's see if Adele is able to pull off this adversity against it, and we are moving on to the top 16 round over here with Adele going up against Hichter, and here we go. We're into
Lissandranya nggak di ini ya, nggak di ban ya.
in his hand, and to Lissandra and more ice shot. So, you know, he might be able to deal with whatever that Hester would be throwing at him. But, you know, Hester also have a pretty good opening with that Lucian and Azir in his hand as well.
Oke, dia pakai Lucian Azir ya.
And he's going to just pass here.
Oke, camnya tamatin biar kalian nontonnya lebih enak.
Mana. You just have to pass and wait for the opponent to develop, and hopefully
Harusnya keluar Lucian.
he develops into this avalanche that's looming into next turn. He's going to wipe his board. Oh no. The fear of every aggro deck.
So looking at Hester's hand over here, right?
Gila.
Lucian. So even though this Lucian goes down, he's
Apa
totally
namanya?
okay with that. And
Dikasih loh ini apa namanya Lissandranya lewat ya. Ini aggro kemungkinan bisa kalah. Karena sudah ada Avalanche, lalu Lissandranya juga udah ke draw 2.
Level up condition. So, you know, Adele really has to find his removal, because right here, one ice shot and an avalanche in his hand is not gonna be enough. He really has to sustain as much as possible. This is Justin 3,
kemungkinan Adele bisa pas biar dia nunggu bakal ngedrop something. Atau kalau mau nggak greedy sih sekarang. Oke. Lissandra ditaruh ya.
H-Chair has already attacked. If he didn't attack, we might see an avalanche to clear the board, even if he played the Azir. So after the attack, there's no need to avalanche. You're going to play Lissandra and just pass. You can take damage because you have enough healing, enough stabilization. This versus this type of decks, Demacia decks in general, when you wipe their board, they start to have problems catching up. That's the hallmark of, that's the downfall. That's the weakness of Demacia decks, I think.
Sih bakal pas ya Adele.
Hester had in his hand, even though this Lucian falls, he might have another one in his hand in the form of Relentless Pursuit as of right now. Hester could also go for the protective route if, you know, Adele goes for the pass over here. You know, Hester would definitely go for the Bright Steel Protector, try to protect the Lucian as much as possible, and this actually discourages Adele to make any move right at this point in time. So Adele really has to find the right moment to actually carry his board, and
ini harusnya Adele sih pas sih.
Move what he's gonna do is
langsung dia Avalanche ternyata.
Trying to take out both the Flip Better Tracker and the Lucian at once.
Apakah Hetzer bakal ngasih Sharp Sight?
But this is the play.
Ternyata dikasih.
You just have to keep on keeping the number, the unit.
Oke, Luciannya kayak bakal diturunin lagi.
Count of the Demacia deck low, and just slowly chip away. On turn 6, he would be able to.
Atau dia attack dulu sih.
Win nation if he needs to. So I think Adele's in a good spot, and I don't know, H-Chair. Is this going to be enough pressure, H-Chair? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, he has that rock hopper as well, so that
dia
actually
bakal
adds, you know, a little bit of trading power coming in from Hester, and immediately trying to shoo that Lucian from any harm's way in this combat. So it's all down to Adele, and Adele is just one mana off.
Adele kayaknya bakal nurunin.
But I think the play over here for Adele is
dia
probably
bakal nurunin Trundle-nya sih.
Right? He could go for the Trundle and wait for a little bit more time for the Ice Pillar, and then follow up by Fading Memory onto the Ice Pillar could level up Lissandra, and all she needs right here is probably that Spectral Matron to actually pull off the full TLC combo.
Harusnya sih Trundle-nya turun sih.
It's just a matter of fact that how could he survive this particular attack coming in from Hester, because this is gonna be a huge swing coming in from Hester.
Yeah, we talked about in the break how TLC decks operate. You just try and not die. I mean, the TLC deck's motto is the only way you win is if you don't lose.
What?
That's his motto. So what's he gonna do here? He's gonna play this interesting.
Wow, menarik juga ya. Dia nggak naruh Trundle-nya dan dipakai ininya.
How do you like this play?
Apa sih kacanya?
Like your Trundle play better because you're able to play the 3 mana 1 damage to everything.
Kalau aku sih jauh lebih suka mainin Trundle ya.
Because you put the barrier on Lissandra.
I mean, I believe like, you know, this particular player over here, he is able to protect Lissandra, but at the same time, like this wouldn't you know, feel his, like, disrupt his bot a little bit too much, and at the same time he still also have mana open for a ice shot as well. So I think Adele playing it like that,
Tiga-duanya ditarik ke tiga saat.
And at the same time, you know, he's trying not to level up the Lucian at the same time, and at the same time able to block more efficiently with that Lissandra as well. So, you know, this barrier going in, they might be trying to protect the Lissandra, and at the same time being able to block against Hester.
This is the tricky part about playing TLC. You have to know when to just expend your unit and let it die for you to be able to stabilize on the board, because you won't be able to do the combo if you're dead. So the if surviving means letting Lissandra die, and he has another Lissandra on his hand, so I think the better play would have been to develop Trundle.
Iya. Kayaknya sih tadi harusnya sih dia kasih Trundle ya.
To be able to do anything else other than the ice buff. Yeah. To remove the barriers. Now see the barrier that he put on Lissandra doesn't do anything because it's going to get taken out because of this spell.
Ya, tapi kalau tadi dia kasih ice shot, Luciannya bisa level up.
Minor mishap.
Like what? Damage over here is just massive for Adele. Like, it's just really put him on the back foot. Just 5 health against an aggro deck is not where you want to be, and he's really far away from actually meeting the conditions of the TLC combo. But however, he has 2 Trundles in his hand right now. That could also potentially be a ice quick coming in by the right of negation. Top deck from Herster. That is huge, and that might change the game for him.
Yeah, that completely shuts out the ruination that's about to come this turn, because that's the only reasonable play he could do. Oh, that top deck is so clutch. It's so clutch.
Top decknya gila sih.
This guy is such a good lore player.
Top decknya gila sih.
A good lore player. You top deck all the cards you need when you're about to get.
Gila sih top decknya. Itu di Ruination nggak bisa.
Just believe in the hearts of the card, they say, and Hester is rewarded with that right of negation. So Adele over here is just a little bit weird. He's in a really weird spot, right? Definitely, he needs to do to remove his opponent's unit. But at the same time, he knows his opponent plays counter spell as well. So they'll always have to respect a 4 mana open coming in from Hester. And looking at Hester's hand, it doesn't have any place. The hand just look really you know, reactive as of right now. And it's all down to Adele. Adele has to be the one that is proactive right now. Runeterra firing off, and we will definitely see the right of negation being fired off right here from Hester.
Kill an ally.
Yeah, the right of negation. And he's going to see that he's going to play it from the left side of his hand, meaning he just drew the card. That's going to put him on tilt even more. That's so annoying. Seeing the card he just drew being played to counter your play. Oh,
gila sih. Gila sih drawnya si Hester.
Hester.
He doesn't have any
attack semua.
Hester. You know, having a rally effect coming in from that Lucian as well. Going for the direct attack. This is lethal coming in from Hester. Adele has no way to answer to this. And only blocker over here is going to be a Lissandra. And there we have Hester declaring the attack. What would Adele do? Scooping it out and Hester taking in round number 1 against Adele from the Philippines.
You can see how fast the game turns.
Aneh juga ya, kenapa kok ada Adimas Irawan?
That's what we're talking about in the pre-game talk.
Agro ya, Azir Lucian kita lihat di top 16 loh.
Adele made one too many, and that costed him the game.
Yeah, and especially you're going up against an aggro deck like Lucian Azir. Like, you have no time to make any mistake at this point in time. And yep, and you know, if Adele would have placed that Trundle over there, it might make a little bit of difference, but perhaps it might not. So let's see the lineup for both players over here. So, you know, Hester is down with the Lucia Azir being banned as well. So let's just move on to the next game with Sivir LeBlanc going up against Victor Vi Zoe.
Victor Zoe. Wow, menarik banget ya.
I think it was a good call to open this deck up because it's not yet fully optimized. I think it still has a lot of growing pains.
Gila, tapi berani dibawa ya.
I've seen it. I've played against it on ladder, but only a few times, and I don't think it's.
Narik kartunya wangi banget tadi, betul. Itu kalau dia nggak draw yang Rate of Negation nggak bisa sih.
Most typical build. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what Adele has. You know, he has that Victor in his hand, but not so much on the early game, and especially with that Rock Hopper in Hechter's hand. I mean, Hechter has the Rock Hopper. He has that Glory Seeker as well. So that being said, that Victor is not gonna stay in the board for too long. As you know, right here, Hechter has every single answer to whatever Adele is gonna drop, and it seems like Adele is really on the back foot over here, and it seems a little bit worrying for the runner-up for the last season.
Yep, that is the good thing about this LeBlanc Severe. Like, it could play an aggressive playstyle, or it could play a more controlling type. In this matchup, he's going to play the aggressor because in this matchup he is the aggressor. So yeah, he has all the tools, and he drew all the tools. I mean, this doesn't look good for Adele this early on.
Yeah, it really doesn't look good for Adele over here. Like Adele
ini antara headset bisa taruh yang ini sih 2/51 ini.
In this scenario, Hester will go for the attack, but he has to be the aggressor over here, right? As you said, so. He needs to push in as much damage as possible, and at the same time try to level up the Sever as fast as possible. And over here with the Glory Seeker, he will be moving forward to Reputation much earlier than expected as well.
House ini kayak bisa dipakai.
5 attack units is going to be up. Oh my god, the challenge. He's going to clear the board for the 5 damage. Oh, this is painful to watch. He's going to be able to play Victor freely next turn, but I don't think that's a good play considering the fact that there's a 5-1 challenger on the opposing side.
Abis ini Severe.
That is definitely true, and a bloody business coming in from Hechter as well. So that being said, that Victor is not gonna stick if he actually drops in here. So I believe Victor is not probably the best player over here for Adele, but however, a Solari Sun Priestess, like that could work a little bit better to find himself a little bit more options, but it seems like it's a little bit too late for Adele right now, and his hand is just too slow to whatever Hester is gonna throw at him.
Yeah.
That's what
Adele main
saying.
slow, Hester main aggro ya. Gila sih.
There's a lot of growth left in it.
Victor itu bokongnya 4 ya.
This matchup, I think this matchup is good. It's fair. See the Zoe deck, the Zoe.
Too slow Adele-nya, ya. Too slow.
Work its way back.
Wow, ini langsung aja di di bisnis apa namanya spellnya itu ya.
And the challenger, man, it's rough.
Ini sih harus langsung sih.
This is a rough draw for Adele.
Definitely, right. Over here, you know, Hester has so many point of moves.
Oh!
He could go for the Severe over here and try to take the damage coming in from the Victor. And this actually doesn't even matter unless there was a spell shield, and then he might be in a little bit of danger. But that doesn't really mean too much.
Masuk 3 damage.
The Victor got overwhelmed from that, and I believe, you know, Hester has a really clean opening over here. He could just go for the Glory Seeker, take out the Victor, and just push in an additional 5 damage from the Severe as well. Or he has that bloody business, if anything funky coming in from Adele as well. So Hester's in the driver's seat right now, and Adele really needs to catch up at this point in time.
Kalau aku jadi headser sih, aku langsung attack, langsung narik Victor ya. Tapi nggak tahu, mungkin dia ada mikir apa. Tarik, nice.
After this attack, especially the reputation is going to get triggered. I think is it going to get triggered? Does he?
No, kurang 1. Reputationnya masih kurang 1 ya.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 if this attack actually goes through. So if post attack, you know, he could go for a bloody business, right? And then the Whispered Wood will be discounted from there, and then he would have more and more options for the next turns as well. but his resources is really running low, and
Gila ya si Adele ya, kartunya prismatic semuanya loh.
and end the game as fast as possible, or else Adele is just gonna catch up from this point.
Yep,
Ini tinggal diturunin lagi satu Glory
They
Seeker-nya.
grind you down when you don't have. It has a lot of value. Celestial decks. This is a celestial deck, so you have to kill him quick, and H-Tier is running out of gas.
Ini bisa ditarik, dia bisa turunin the warrior. Warriornya nanti buat narik si Sivir.
Stabilize soon.
Tapi kemungkinan sih dia bakal turunin varian Glory Seeker sih.
Yep. And
enggak.
Immediately answered by Bloody Business.
Langsung Bloody Business.
I believe this might be a good play coming in from
Bagus sih ini. Karena reputationnya jalan.
But and also Sivir gets a little bit more stack, and we are reaching closer to reputation just with this Bloody Business, and he could just go for a Whisper's Wood after this as well, like that's something that he could do, or alternatively he could just widen his board over here, leave their bloody businesses open, and go for an open attack, try to claim, and he could be able to clean up the challenger after combat as well.
Ya, ini sih.
He doesn't need to bloody business right now, I think. You just develop your board and use the bloody business during combat next turn to save your city. Just back mana up because the 2 mana 5/1 won't be able to block.
Dia ngedraw Sivir lagi ya.
Just back mana. Severe draw right here. Is this gonna change anything?
Iya, hebat ya. Turnya main Victor loh.
That might not change too much for Haster, right? But Adele over here, he might be able to stabilize the ball a little bit more. He could go for iterative improvement onto the spider if he chooses to. So he could be able to widen his board if possible. But this challenge over here just tried to kill off this Sivir for Haster, but Haster has that bloody business. He kept that bloody business for this, and hopefully that is probably gonna be the card that's gonna destroy that challenger over here.
Yep, and using that bloody business would also enable their reputation.
Yeah.
And he's going to be able to use it. That's going to lower down the 4 mana cost to 2, the 6 mana cost to 3, and that just unlocks a lot of things for H-Tier. He could. Adele's attacking here. Maybe he's bluffing here. He's bluffing a spell shield or something.
Adele bingung sih.
Try and let's just see what Haster would be able to react, right? Like his bloody business is probably gonna be the answer, or he could just let this Sivir.
Iya, ini bisa Sivirnya bisa dibunuhin.
And just claim the reputation based on this combat, and he could even play the second Sivir in his hand as well, as the ricochet is not gonna do too much for him.
Yeah.
And he get access to draws for discounts. He also gets.
Ini dia bisa ngasih Sivirnya, bener.
It forces Adele to actually develop.
Dia bisa ngasih Sivirnya. Oke, ternyata nggak dikasih.
Might changes things for him.
Oh, so dikasih ternyata. Terus dia bisa taruh Sivirnya.
Just for focus, and since reputation is open, he's open for.
Oke, terus dia bisa ngedraw.
Yep.
2 mana, draw 2. Wow.
If he didn't draw another Sivir, that was a good stabilization. He would have stabilized.
Dia pasti ngedraw sih.
Probably catch up, but I don't know. Maybe maybe the silence is good or what. He could still block the 5-3. He's not dead yet. Maybe until he plays this 5-1 challenger, and then he's gonna see that he's dead.
So it's just dumb, right? Adele right now really needs his blockers at this point in time. And I
8 mana pas ya.
He's forced to play the Solari Priestess out of.
Iya, dia harus main Solari Priestess, kalau enggak mati ya.
He really needs his blockers, and or else he's gonna be in huge trouble over here.
Okay.
Iterative improvement coming in, trying to get the House Spider, having more bots on his unit and trying to survive. Adele is just really clinging off to the edge over here, and he might be able to pull it off if he might be able to pull it off if a sub Percival might come down. Like that would make a difference, but with that Glory Seeker on the board, it's just really difficult to be dealing with for Adele.
Yeah, and him having enough. He could reload. Yeah, he's doing it now. He could reload. Oh no, he got the challenger. The overwhelmed giver. Oh, plus Severe is going to level up after a few damage. He's going to give overwhelm to everything else. Oh no, this looks.
Wah, gila sih.
This looks rough. He has to play. He has to remove something.
Ya, dia remove-nya cuma bisa pakai thermogenic beam tapi nggak bisa ngeblok juga.
He would be able to deal with it. And if the Kato actually gives the Glory Seeker overwhelm, he could just easily hook onto that 1/1 Spiderling as well, and maybe he could just finish off with a Whirling Death, and that could close off the game for him. And over here, he go for a Guiding Touch, trying to draw into something. Thermal Beam tapping up himself, and it seems like Haster still kind of have the answer if he ever chooses to. And Haster is not really at a bad position. It's just that, as long as Adele is hanging on long enough, Haster's chances of winning is just getting slimmer and slimmer by the turn.
This turn.
Dia narikin 2-3 sih.
If he survives this turn, he would be able to stabilize next turn with drawing the Get Excited. This 5/1 won't die because Severe is going to give it Spell Shield and Quick Attack. So Adele has to survive this turn and then develop. And hopefully he gets to survive a couple more turns, so we could see a game 3 probably, maybe see more decks.
I mean,
Adele belum nggak jadi mati ya.
To this, like we might be going in or a game 3. So Adele really is struggling to survive at this point in time, and it's all down to what he's
dia bisa
gonna
pakai
draw. Like,
itu
looking
sih.
at his hand right now, it's just looking really, really grim. And Haster going in for the Whirling Death, trying to level up the
Sivir level up.
It's just looking more and more worse for Adele here on. So just the question, would Adele be able to deal with the pressure? If he's able to, he's gonna flip the game over, and he might have a choice to win this game.
Yep. Acher is running out of steam. This is the turn for Adele to come back. What's he gonna draw to come back?
Oh my god.
A healing. That I think is enough for him to stay
Wah,
alive.
gila si
We got a game.
Dia draw si Unta ya. Untanya tuh sudah bagus banget. Adele biasanya pakai Easy Draven tuh main banget pakai Victor Zoe. Mungkin dia punya pertimbangan lain ya.
A bit of aggression with the form of Sub Percival. This card has not really been seen in the competitive format for a really long time, forever, right? And finally, Sub Percival is going to be played, and we might be seeing this particular card coming in this turn, just for a huge swing of 5 attack coming in, just with a submarine with elusive.
The cat is going to get his revenge. He's going to be able to play it. It's gonna get vulnerable. But I think he found the challenger. He found the celestial challenger. He would be able to clear Severe. Oh no, he has a bloody business still. I forgot.
Yeah, dia punya bloody business, mas.
That's more dash. That dashes the hopes and dreams. Oh my bad. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, right? He has way to deal with this.
Gila, bloody businessnya disimpan terus sampai sekarang. Ini turn yang paling bagus untuk dia pakai bloody business.
Down this turn, and at the same time, with Seaver level up on the board as well, that Glory Seeker is gonna get quick attack. And that being said, Haster will get constant free challenge pick off just with that Glory Seeker as well. So I think at this point in time, Adele has probably no way to pick himself back up. And even though with that star shaping, it gives us a little bit of the hope, but I'm not really sure if that hope is gonna be good enough to allow him to take this win home.
Oh no. Is open attack lethal? I think open attack is lethal. He can heal for 5, but he can kill one more unit with Get Excited. But it's looking really, really, really rough.
Yeah,
oh no. Oh, he can't because everyone has Spell Shield. Oh no. So
this is a total of 12 damage coming in from Haster. he might
Ini harus
Adele might be able
nge-heal
to
sih.
go for the star shaping and try to survive.
Gak
this
bisa nih,
particular attack,
Adele
right?
harus heal,
He's
harus
still
nge-heal.
not dead at this point in time, but it's still he's still on
Adele
the line
harus
as of
nge-heal.
right now. And Haster is at 17, and at the same time he has a bot filled with units, and it's just gonna get more aggressive with that Ruin Runner in his hand as well. So Star Shaping is the only play that Adele could do over here, and Adele is just hanging on onto the edge once again and again and again, and hopefully he doesn't die out to Haster's aggression.
Why does he just doesn't die? He's surviving. His the power, the willpower of the
Wow,
first runner-up
ngepas.
last
Dia
season.
nggak turunin
He's
untahnya.
surviving. He can play Subversible next turn and hopefully draw into something, a healing perhaps, or yeah. Oh come on!
And
Wow.
that's spinner top deck.
Gila, ini habis dia mainin unta terus dia mainin
The Bakai
bakai.
spinner top deck is huge for Haster, right? At the same time, he is able to maneuver some stuff against Adele. Like he could just grant something vulnerable, and he could just switch around his attack and arrange it nicely to lead up to a lethal. And not forgetting, a Ruin Runner is in his hand as well. That has overwhelmed, and Adele is only at 2 health. So with the Ruin Runner and Bakai spinner, Haster is just so comfortable to just take Adele down on the next attack.
Ini tinggal nunggu Adele mau ngapain dia.
I think you Subversible here try and
Apa dia
draw
pakai
something.
Celestialnya?
You could also opt for the Celestial and just challenge the 6/4, but yeah, with the Bakai
Subversible
spinner
ya.
draw, that would just be dragged onto the side, and you're going to take the full brunt of the damage next open attack turn. This is it. This is it. He has to develop the board. He has to have blockers. Save yourself.
So Gifts of Beyond is kind of a turning card, right? He could go for a Severum, try to get a lifesteal over here on the Sub Percival, and he could just heal 6 more additional health. But I don't think 6 is gonna be enough against what Haster has on the board, right? He has that Ruin Runner as well. He has that Glory Seeker to deal with any other units on Adele's side of the board. So even though with this Severum, he's still a little bit behind, but that actually breathed a little bit more light into Adele and allow him to breathe a little bit more. But I don't think Haster is allow any breathing room for Adele at this point in time.
Yeah, this is going to give him what, 7 HP if he puts a gem on the Subversible. He needs to develop blockers. And he's healing enough, so
Terus bisa dikasih bakai biar tetap 5.
I forgot his name. The 5 mana unit would be nullified. Nullified, at least mitigated.
Oke. Dia nge-heal.
I feel for Adele, man. He keeps on trying to hold on, not dying from not meeting the inevitable.
Right, and the Ruin Runner being played from Haster over here, and that means aggression coming in, right? And the Sub Percival have the vulnerability on his tag as well. That being said, 7 point of damage is 7 point of health toughness coming in from the Sub Percival is not gonna make too much of a difference, because that Ruin Runner is definitely gonna be attacking in.
Ini anjingnya bakal ditaruh.
Positive bot state going up against Adele as well. So
Okay.
even though Adele has enough blockers, I don't think that's gonna be enough to fend off all this damage coming in from Haster, and that by top deck is
Dia bisa
not gonna
ngedraw.
help Adele at this point in time.
This is gonna be an open attack.
Nggak, langsung attack sih.
He's going to drag the 4/5 to the side, attack with everything. What
Dia
can
harus
Adele
langsung
do?
attack sih.
He can't get a fast or burst speed spell from Zoe's spell. What can he do here?
Disintegrate.
What can he do?
Yeah, so Adele is really running low on options, right? And right here, Haster has a big decision to make.
45 itu pasti
This
ditarik.
attack is being lined up correctly. This might actually win him the title, and to win him this particular round to move on to the top 8. So Haster over here has a big decision to make. who to challenge and who, which unit the sub Percival is gonna go into, and this particular lineup, I love it, and the attack has been declared, and Adele over here has no answer as the Get Exciter is not gonna be targeting anything, and Haster over here is gonna push in 9 points of damage. Would Adele be able to react to anything? I don't think so at this point in time, and it's all gonna be Haster taking in this point.
Showing the power of a leveled up Severe. Everyone has quick attack. Everyone has spell shield. Everyone but Adele has HP remaining. Oh my god. This is he removed it. He removed the spell shield. That went through it? I'm surprised.
Big game from Adele.
Gila, Adele survive. Oh my god.
Putting Adele at 1 HP and still clinging on by 1. But that being said, he's out of the clear at this point in time. That Mystic Shot might make a difference in the next combat phase. But it all comes down to Adele. What is he gonna top deck? A Pale Cascade. It is not exactly what he's looking for, but I believe that Scourge. Is it possible that he could win via the Scourge?
The Overwhelm.
No, nggak bisa.
So there's enough damage.
Nggak bisa.
He has a reach next turn with Mystic Shot. I don't know. Is this legal? He's going to deal what? 6 damage?
Yeah.
He's gonna be dealing 6 damage. He's going to be able to remove Severe. I think you kill the Overwhelm units. Yeah, you kill the Overwhelm units. Oh my god.
So big attack coming in from Adele?
Yeah. This is going to put this is going to put Acer on 7, I think. Or something, or yeah. It's going to put him on 7 or 5. Hello math. Yep, it's going to put him on 5. And you don't block with LeBlanc here, obviously. You need LeBlanc, so if you draw another LeBlanc, you can just burn him in the face. So,
dia harus defend pakai yang 4-3.
It's interesting. This is an interesting line. This is a good line. This is what Adele needs to do to have a chance in winning. He puts himself down to 1 and
Adele menang.
PNZ, you don't do that. Why would you do that versus PNZ, dude?
Adele menang.
What did Haster do? What was that?
Ooh, you just need to block once, Adele.
Wow!
No,
this might be the mistake that Adele is looking for. With that Mystic Shot in his hand, Adele has exact lethal to be dealing with Haster.
Yeah.
Big misplay coming in from Haster.
Big misplay. Yep. Mystic Shot. To PNZ, always, when you're that far ahead, you only play the things you play around are plays that are
Mystic Shot
out of this world. Oh my god. Mystic Shot
coming in from Adele, taking Haster down, and Adele taking the win over here, and we are moving on to game number 3.
Ini lawan Trundle Lissandra malah bisa menang Adele.
Conquer this adversity with that one.
Wih gila, gak mau diblok ya. Gak mau diblok loh.
That actually cost Haster the game.
Yep, again was what we talked about last time. The player who makes the less mistakes win the game, and
itu kalau di block bisa menang loh.
Too many mistakes. That against PNZ, you don't ever put yourself in that type of range. That's the only way he could have lost. Didn't need to have that much units. You just need to deal 1 damage. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That was a throw if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god.
I mean,
itu harus di-block ya. Kenapa gak di-block? Dan ini lebih susah lagi lawan Lissandra Trundle loh.
If you put the Iron Ballista in front to block the
yang tengah kan gak elusif. Yang paling kanan oke, masuk 6 damage. Tapi yang tengah itu dia bisa ngeblock.
And that is the price to pay for being greedy against a PNZ deck. You will never be down to 2. You will know you will be burned at that point in time. And we'll be moving on to game number 3. And
gila itu sudah kayaknya sudah pasti menang si itu ya.
I hope Acer shake that up, put that in the past. You don't remember the past. That didn't even happen. You gotta focus on your game now. quit making mistakes that lose you when you're so far ahead.
Oke, Lissandra, dua Lissandra di tangan.
That was crazy.
Dia harus narik Trundle.
Yeah, that was crazy indeed.
So we have here the Lissandra deck versus. We talked about this matchup. We said a severe LeBlanc is this is Adele's best chance in winning with this deck, with this TLC deck against this matchup. This is.
Yeah, but I believe kind of have to find a way to deal with all the aggression that's gonna come in from Haster, right? Haster, look at Haster's hand. He has Rockhopper on 2, he has LeBlanc on 3, and he has Siva on 4. So that being said, Haster has a really clean line of play, and he exactly knows what he's gonna do. And not forgetting, he
wow,
has that
ngedraw
Halo in his hand
Trundle
as well. So Haster got added. Once again, Haster got all the draws that he needs.
Dia harus turunin LeBlanc.
His back is just against the wall, and he really has to play really conservatively. And
tapi tinggal di the box.
Might be, one of the key cards coming in going up against Haster.
Yeah, he has to box now. I think playing something else would only. He's not gonna block when you attack. You have to deal with this now.
Iya, dia harus the box sekarang sih.
Attack, you're not going to kill it during combat.
Oh, dia ngedrop Lissandra. Wow.
Anyways, he
pass.
could throw an avalanche to clear the LeBlanc, but I kind of like dealing with it now, just because we could see that he has another LeBlanc in hand, Haster. But in Adele, I think
gak bakal di block sih menurutku. Habis ini Sivir-nya turun.
This is going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to kill it, especially with your hand. With Adele's hand, doesn't have any board clears.
A bit rough around the edges.
No avalanche, no ice shot, no ruination in sight. And a
no.
Seaver coming in from Haster, not forgetting. Haster also have the exhaust as well. So that Lissandra is definitely gonna go down irregardless this turn. And it's just a matter of how Adele is just gonna deal with it. But there's nothing that Adele could do. The box over here is not gonna take off that Seaver, and possibly Entomb might be the answer for Adele over here.
Yeah, bisa di
Or
Entomb.
he could also use Three Sisters and get a 3-4 buff that could kill.
Harusnya narik Sivir ya, biar Sivirnya nggak bisa di Entomb.
Champ he chooses to kill, most likely Severe when he attacks, because Lissandra with 7 toughness, 7 HP and a toughness is going to be able to deal with this. So yeah, let's see. I think that's his play. He's not gonna play anything here. Entomb doesn't do anything. It only prolongs your death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
harusnya ditarik sih di Egg House. Oh, nggak di Egg House.
Here going in for the attack without the exhaust. That's kind of a little bit weird coming in as well, because Adele over here, he has that Three Sisters that could get him a Flash Freeze or even a Fury of the North that could remove this LeBlanc for Haster, and a Flash Freeze coming in onto the LeBlanc, and the LeBlanc is immediately going down, and yeah, just dealing 5 damage from Haster as Adele manages to protect himself for another aggressive turn coming from
Gila, dia ngedraw LeBlanc lagi.
Question, Moonboy, do you like that block? I kind of like blocking Severe more because it has spell shield, then it's hard to deal with. What do you think?
Well, I believe Severe is actually might be the better block, but over there, LeBlanc level up condition is actually easier than Severe. So he might be thinking, I am able to deal with Severe
ditaruh LeBlanc
subsequent turn as well. So it's kind of fine at this point in time. So let's just keep the Severe on the board as long as he's not doing much damage.
Harusnya LeBlancnya bakal ditaruh lagi.
Maybe because Adele's looking at his hand and it doesn't have any spells. So the spell shield. That's the spells that would be effective against Severe. That's why he's not play. He didn't kill it. I don't know, but if he had caster vision and he saw the amount of LeBlancs in H's hand, dude, that would be a different block. I still kind of want to block the one with the spell shield simply because
baru nyadar Bang udah 1000 subscribers. Congrats Bang, thank you. Nah, ini harusnya di pass sih.
Eliminate is one of your options in killing Libak.
Pas.
You can only kill Severe rather during combat, especially with this.
Terus dia bisa ngedrop Kato.
That makes lots of sense. And then rolling death coming in from Haster, that is a big draw for him. And you know, Adele, still no bot clear in sight or any form of damage dealing or any form to remove whatever that's on Haster's bot. So Haster is kind of comfortable, right? And Tomb immediately going down for the Kato and not allowing Haster to get any more damage around over here. So that is probably what his best play to contain the damage for now.
Yeah, for now. And Tomb only delays his death, so
dia bakal narik sih, narik Trundle-nya
to deal with that, because that with a leveled up Severe, everything having overwhelm and spell shield and quick attack. It's just too much to handle against this. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, big swing coming in from Haster. Trying to, this attack might even start the activation on the reputation as well. So, no, actually Haster is just 1 point away from reputation. And Adele is just in huge trouble with just 10 point of damage on his Nexus. Like, he's in danger. But even though with that flash freeze, that could control something, but his clock is ticking at this point in time. But we are moving closer to turn number 8. We are gonna have that Ice Pillar and the Spectrum Matron combo as well. So
habis ini Katonya next roundnya attack, Katonya bisa attack ya.
If he manages to survive, he might be able to close off the game against Haster with a water.
Dia bakal ngeluarin sih harusnya yang 2-1 itu. Yang 3 ya, Rock Hopper.
Third 8's coming up, and that would only mean that the combo is live. Oh, that box is juicy. Juicy able to take out 2. He's beginning to stabilize. He's going to be able to play the pillar next turn. Oh, dude. Oh no. He's only going to be able to flash freeze the overwhelm unit.
Danger pays.
Yeah,
He's gonna
but
put it
big
on the
avalanche
special,
coming in. Yeah, big avalanche coming in as well. So I think Adele might be able to fend off this particular attack over here as well. He could go for like a flash freeze, break the spell shield, and then go for an entomb. I believe that might be the call of play. But if that happens, he's running low on Lissandra as well. So it's just, he might have to take 8 over here and just hope for the best. But Haster has that ricochet and that,
tapi dia punya 2
close off the game if he's not careful at this point in time.
Yeah, Haster could be so big brain.
Tapi dia punya spellnya dari Liblanc. Kan dia bisa deal 2 ke anything kan.
That Adele only has slow speed heals. Maybe he could kill him on the spot right now with Severe and the 2 damage in the face. Oh no. Is this going to be the big brain play? Or is he playing around the 5 mana heal 3 spells like Withering Wail or the Stone?
The Catalyst of Aeons.
Oh, the Catalyst of Aeons. Oh my god, what is that name?
So yeah, big whirling death coming in from Haster. That being said, this removes the Lissandra of combat.
Dan semuanya dapat overwhelm ya.
No way to deal with whatever that's coming. And Haster is just flash freeze onto the Sivir and immediately going in for the entomb onto the Sivir as well. So he's still hanging on. He's still hanging on at this point in time.
Yeah.
But this particular move actually drifted him away from the TLC game plan. Again, he just needs to survive at this point in time, and Haster has ways to refill his hand with that Whisper's Wood. He has that Ricochet, he has that Sigil to do 2 additional damage. Adele is still not out of the woods at this point in time.
Okay.
We've seen this last game. Is this the same type of game? Haster dealing enough, just not enough damage, and Adele recovering like a god. Oh, let's see. I'm actually you'd be able to play a Severe now.
Dia bisa taruh Severe.
Severe has been entombed.
Dia bisa taruh Severe. Double Severe.
2 Severes slapping him. Oh no.
Dia bisa Sivir.
Oh,
Here comes the Ice Spiller.
Ice Spiller number 1 coming in, and he has a fading memory in his hand as well. So Adele is still kind of like okay, I believe that he could go for it, but I believe like this turn he might not be able to see the Spectrum Matron combo coming in as well. So this might be the last turn for Adele. He needs to find something. He needs to do something before that Sivir comes back to the field from the Entomb.
Yeah, the 2 Sevir's not, the other Sivir won't come back with the spell shield, yes, because it's going to return the same copy. But this pressure, this amount of pressure, this is what I'm talking about. Avalanche doesn't kill the units.
Iya, tapi dia mau ngapain?
That's why this is a hard matchup for.
Oke, dia taruh dua ini, terus dia mau ngapain?
The units are just a 1 HP higher than you would like.
It
is.
My god. Oh, it's playing on his outs. This is it.
Okay, terus
at this point in time, I believe like Adele is just playing to whatever he has, and he needs blocker at this point in time, right? He can't go for the avalanche. He didn't go for the heal with the innkeeper, so. And 2 ephemeral units on his board is not gonna make any difference. And Haster is just definitely gonna go for the open attack as well. So over here, you know, Adele might be able to take out the Ruin Runner and also the LeBlanc, but he's still unable to deal with whatever that's gonna come from Haster after this as well.
Yeah, I think this is just too much pressure. Just a little bit too much. I think he had to deal with the 5-1 because Sivir is gonna flip. This attack would mean, this open attack would mean that all of his units have overwhelmed. So I don't know. Oh no. Will Adele survive again?
So let's just see what he top stack over here, and a Blighted Ravine. That's not gonna help anything, and an open attack coming in from Haster, and this might be it for him. Every other unit gets overwhelmed because of Sivir. And Adele has no choice but to score over here. There we have Haster taking down the runner-up of last season, and he will be moving forward to the top 8. And wow, have a tight.
Okay, Adele kalah ya.
Game coming in from both players, as you know, Adele is just hanging on again and again in this whole matchup, and wow, it just ended really unfortunately for the runner-up of last season.
Ternyata Trundle list di lock ya, nggak dikasih lewat loh.
This was designed to go against TLC. It was designed to go against TLC. So,
jadi berarti memang decknya dia itu ngincer TLC.
Ya. Haster's unit has, and it just can't be killed with Avalanche and the board clears. Adding to that, Adele didn't even drew with the board clears early on, so that just snowballed out of control. And he took too much damage before being able to combo. I think if he had one more turn, he would be able to win that game with Entry. Yeah. He's gonna draw the Watcher, and he's going to do the Watcher things. Yep.
Gal Gadot Surima,
and I believe we have to bring our attention to that particular turn where he actually had to go for the Entomb onto that Sivir, which actually brought him 2 turns behind in this whole matchup, and he's actually forced to do that. If not, he's gonna lose. But he has to do that move or else to survive that turn, and that's all. He did his best to survive, but to all the effort, Haster has the better deck against Adele, and Haster took the win over here, and that's it. Haster is just too good at that point in time.
We're going to be taking a short break.
Haster menang 9-0 sih sebelumnya.
And never leave.
Yeah, see you guys real soon, and see you guys.
Some call me a prophet.
Oke, berarti kita nunggu lagi ya.
A mad old hermit. But my eyes have never deceived me.
Oke, sebentar ya.
troubles me. I see the same mistakes, time and again. But time, like so many things, is a construct, a convention of those who fear... Oh, confound it. Where was I? Ah, yes. The convention of those who fear their fate and endeavor to bury the past. But here's the secret. Fate is also an illusion. Should you find yourself in despair, the solution is simple. Pick another fate. For victory comes to those who choose their outcome, not those who let it choose them.
Yo, kali ini nunggunya cepat ya, cuma 3 menit. Oke. Gimana tadi menurut kalian battle ya? Adal kalah ya. TLLC-nya di lock ternyata. Oke, tunggu sebentar ya.
Hello everyone and welcome back to.
Oke, ini gara-gara tadi nungguin lama ya. Jadi aku kayaknya hari ini sampai di sini dulu.
Now we're back on schedule and I mean we just came from an insane match, and we have had Habitat here has had the pleasure.
Aku harus pergi soalnya tadi gara-gara ini nunggu 1 jam nggak jelas ya. Harusnya kita bisa sudah sampai top 8 ini harusnya. Ini sekarang baru tadi harusnya udah semifinal, top 4 sekarang top 8 harusnya. Oke, jadi thank you semua sudah nonton. Mungkin besok kayaknya kita lihat lagi deh. Mungkin aku bisa cast juga yang US ya, yang NA. Oke, thank you semua sudah nonton. Sampai ketemu kapan ya? Senin sih harusnya. Ya, tapi aku mau pergi dulu. Thank you semua sudah join. Thank you semua sudah mabar. Nanti kita 2 bulan lagi kita mabar lagi ya. Thank you semuanya. Dadah.
Especially that PNZ match, right? Like that one was something